Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially live with the Day 3 recap. I, of course, am your host, Galaxy. I'm so glad you all could join me once again for another fantastic news broadcast. We missed you all yesterday. Truthfully, we did. But believe it or not, in the time we've been gone, there is a lot for us to talk about. So, first and foremost, a lot has gone down within Lordeaux itself. Primarily, and this is going to be the big ticket item that we're going to talk about probably throughout the broadcast, on spot, Lordeaux terrorist was killed in the streets by hero Vert VFX. More information will be coming on this later. We actually have a special interview with somebody that I know is very excited to talk about this topic. But rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, your streets are safe. However, it does rise to question the concerns of what a terrorist attack and terrorist insurgencies could mean for the future of Lordeaux. Additionally, leader of Valengrad, McBarthy, was killed in action today. A new leader has been installed, though, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be afraid. There is no power vacuum in Valengrad. And now, I've been told by my sources that a more supportive government is now in power. A new leader installed by sources of which we have no idea who they were, but whoever they were, they are obviously acting in the best interest of Lordeaux. Lucentine has attacked their neighbors. World domination appears to be their goal, folks. And this is something that we'll definitely get into later as well with some of our interviews coming up. We have a mix of interviews today with more serious and more whimsical. We've tried to intercut them all. But ultimately, a humanitarian crisis is looming on the horizon. As Lucentine continues to attack and take and take and take, it raises the question of A, what will Lordeaux do for containment? But in addition, B, what is that going to look like humanitarian-wise? Is there going to be a ton of people knocking on the doors of Lordeaux? And what does that look like for us? We know very well that Lordeaux is big enough for everybody that it's in, but when you look to start to expand it to outsiders, we got to make sure that there's enough Lordeaux to go around, folks. We need to be honest here. Additionally, Vox Populi leader threatened opposition with RDM today. It was an overheard conversation that she was having. Question, does she know if it's targeted, it's not RDM? At that point, it is just DM. We're curious. We're monitoring the situation. But ultimately, at the end of the day, there is a lot going on today's Run a Show. So we are going to be hopping into our actual very first interview of the day, which, me and my correspondent Puppy were actually walking around outside Lordeaux, and we saw the most peculiar building. And we, at Box News decided we needed to find out what was up. So without further ado, here is an interview for you all to watch. Well, everybody, my name is Galaxy. I am here on the scene with Virant Taro. Am I pronouncing that name correctly?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And we are here because we, when walking just outside of Lordeaux's walls, saw this massive pumpkin. And we wanted to know the what, the why, what it is, who's making it, more about it. So, Taro, can you please tell us what this is, what your motivations are behind it? Is this an art piece? Does this building serve a purpose? What is the meaning behind the madness?
Okay, so it all started when my friend Astros and me were walking around the world, and we basically saw a lot of pumpkins. There was this huge pumpkin field, you can imagine, and we were like, this is an awful lot of pumpkins. Like, it would be awful if nobody did anything with that. So we just started collecting them, and we were actually planning a celebration for our friend Danny, because it's her birthday soon, so we wanted to have like a backdrop, and I don't know, we thought pumpkins might be cool. So now there's going to be a party in the pumpkin at some point.
Okay, so you collected enough pumpkins to build this entire thing just because you saw so many pumpkins and you thought basically this is a situation of we could, so we did.
Yeah, it's almost offensive how many pumpkins there were. Like, it was offensive. Yeah. Yeah,
I can see that. Have you had anybody critique the massive pumpkin just outside Lordeaux's walls? Has anybody come up to you and said, okay, this needs to get torn down? Has there been any of that?
Well, there were certain Sitzing individuals who came around here, who walked inside a pumpkin, just sighed, and then walked away again. I think there's some people that apparently have, I don't know about issues, but I think it's making things difficult. We were told, actually, we were told once to remove it because it would have been in the exact entrance of Lordeaux, but it turns out it's actually in the garden of Lordeaux. It's actually the pumpkin garden of Lordeaux. It happened to be exactly where they wanted to build a pumpkin garden, so I think it turned out perfectly.
Are you yourself a citizen of Lordeaux?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a Lordeaux citizen who is adding to the garden with their own unique flair. Folks, this is the type of thing that you get in Lordeaux. This is the scoop that you only get with Fox News. Thank you for tuning in, and Taro, best of luck with your pumpkin.
Thank you so much, Galaxy.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the air. Now, of course, we have joining us today Captain Squidy, member of Lordeaux, and Squidy here is here to talk to us about a lot of what happened today in Lordeaux. First of all, Squidy, I wanted to congratulate you on apprehending the terrorist threat right outside the town square. What message does an advantageous move like this send to our people?
I mean, it's just meant to say that anyone can do it. I mean, you just, as a citizen of Lordeaux, right, we have always put everybody else in front of each other. I would expect anybody else would have done it for me. And, you know, I was disheartened after losing upwards of 35,000 blocks to OnSpot.
Oh,
and
man.
Honestly, I was infuriated when I heard about it earlier today. And I was so mad that it gave me time to think on my drive home from work so that I could play. It gave me time to think about what I could do. And so honestly, I hope it's a message that, you know, we can continue to do this and Lucentine can't stop us.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about the current progress of the construction of Lordeaux?
Honestly, you know, actually, at the end of the day today, I was a little worried. But after seeing some of the screenshots that were posted by everyone after that post-event stage, I was actually well surprised how much we had actually gotten done. I wasn't paying attention with how much had happened at the beginning of the event, that I'd really only focused on our main government hall for the rest of the day, and I didn't go out of the schematic to see what everybody else had been doing. But honestly, everyone has just been working so hard, and it's so incredibly impressive, and I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Absolutely. It's been fantastic to see everybody working together. I've seen people from all across every aisle, honestly, working together, and that's like the type of wholesome reporting that you get on Fox News, ladies and gentlemen. Now, obviously, it goes without saying that there is a looming threat, and there have been a number, actually, of terrorists. It's not just OnSpot, that have been constantly breathing down Lordeaux's neck. So my question to you is, what is your message to the no-good losers, the Lucentine spies, the Lucentine government, everybody that is conspiring against Lordeaux in the greater Lordeaux Union?
All right, well, actually, this is more of a message to the people of Lucentine if they see this.
By all means.
Lucentine is not there for you. The way that we discovered what OnSpot had done is because Lucentine hadn't done any sort of preparation to hide their spies that they had infiltrated into Lordeaux. OnSpot had a role in their Discord that everyone could see. None of them want any of your success, all right? All they want is to scare everyone. They want to kill everyone. And you know what? They think they can set us back. And it amazes me that you think just 40,000 blocks is enough. 40,000 blocks isn't enough for one person in Lordeaux, let alone 200? Are you kidding me? To anybody in Lordeaux, I want you to take losing those blocks as a sign that we can endure anything. We can take a setback like that, and we can continue, no matter the circumstances, no matter if Lucentine is knocking at our door, because they will knock at our door. And when they do, we'll be ready for them, and I'll be ready for them.
Absolutely. You are absolutely so correct about that. I actually want to show the viewers a little bit something on screen right now. Lordeaux had apprehended the evil menace at hand. And, well, we managed to put his head on a pike in the town square. This is the message that I think all of Lordeaux wants to send to the Lucentine losers, do-no-gooders, ne'er-do-wells, and anybody that dares challenge Lordeaux, because ultimately we know what Lucentine are, and we cannot let them off the hook. Captain Squidy, thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to transition into an interview with a various curious bunch of individuals that Sakatros here ran into the other day. So take
my favorite group of people, the moles.
Indeed. Take a look at this.
Can you eat? Can you eat the question?
You cannot eat the question.
All right, All right, let's go, and then I'll start filming.
Okay, we go right here. It's okay. Okay, we go right here. It's okay.
Okay, come. All of you, away.
Hi, we're going to do a quick introduction. This is Sakatros, and I am Mysterious.
Okay.
And we are part of Box News.
Yes.
Box News.
Box. Magic box. Magic box.
Yes, we like the magic box.
We all love the magic box.
We like magic box. We learned today. We learned how to make this today. Yes.
I have one too.
Ooh, give it. I want it.
Oh, but that. But it's mine though.
All right.
Okay.
We supplied you a magic box because we wanted to ask you about yourself.
Magic box. Okay.
So who are you? Like, who are you individually?
We both. Yeah. We both. So many magic boxes.
Moles? Nice. So, as moles,
What's the goal of the moles?
Go? Is
Shiny.
that? What is that shiny?
What do the moles do? What do you guys do?
We dig really good.
You guys are really good diggers?
Many tunnels everywhere.
Many.
They pay us shinies to make to dig tunnels.
Be quiet. Right. So Balingrad tell us to dig tunnels because they're scared of Lordeaux attack. And then Lordeaux give us dirt. Oh no, wait, they pay for that because they will give us shinies for that.
Yeah.
oh, so you're businessmen who dig to exploit shiny?
Come, we show you. Come.
We show you.
There's the.
Look like valuables. Yes, high value.
Here?
We learn in this chest right here. Look in this box. Your box news. Look at that.
This is a very big box.
In this box.
Big
Alright, I'm
box.
running this
Box
way.
news.
Come, we
Box,
show you.
box.
Okay, so in the box they have
Look,
supplied
valuables.
with a ton of silver and gold. So I'm guessing that you guys are just miners who live off shinies?
No. Not minor. Mole.
We're moles.
Okay, so
They're the moles that live off of shinies.
We are moles.
Shinies, their
We
driving
like
purpose.
shinies. They taste
And then-
good.
we have one last question.
Okay.
What do you guys think of Lordeaux?
Shiny.
They give us shinies. Yeah.
Very good.
They buy
But then Shiny. Balingrad give us shinies too, so
Bongar
Balingrad.
give us shinies too.
Shiny.
Shinies. Everyone give
so-
us shinies. Yes.
Thank you for your time.
No, okay. I'm very greedy today, sorry.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with an interview with the current leadership of the E.V.I.L party. Welcome to the show, Mr. Connor D. Oil and Oof.
Hello, thank you. We're super glad to be here.
Of course. Always a pleasure to have you guys.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for having us.
Of course. Absolutely. So, I understand all of E.V.I.L has been super, super hard at work these past couple of days. Tell me everything that you guys, or you can give a summary if you'd like, that you guys have been doing for Lordeaux so far.
Yeah, of course. So I'd say the main thing we've been doing was just material gathering. You see, like one of our primary goals is to get our city up and fully built and our walls secure so that we're safe from the ever-present Lucentine threat.
Yeah.
So we've gotten hundreds of stacks of blocks into the QM. In fact, I actually didn't even have diamond armor until today's session, the very end, because we had been just mining, and any diamonds we got, we were donating them to the QM just to help fund our glorious nation.
That's so humble.
Yeah, yep. No, E.V.I.L is once again a party for the people and by the people.
No, I've been telling everybody I know this. My whole family and my wife and kids, they all know.
Well, it's just common sense.
Amen.
Pro evil.
Oof, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, but yeah, it's just that, E.V.I.L was so hard at work on day 2. We got, what was it, like 20, 30, that was like 10,000 blocks of birch wood, and then it all gets stolen. And it's just like, we've worked so hard, we gave our heart and soul to Lordeaux, and then it just gets stolen. And so disappointing. I mean,
heart crushing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brutal.
Just devastating. Absolutely devastating.
With the rapid expansion of Lucentine and with them declaring war, there'll be a surefire humanitarian crisis with people fleeing Lucentine's Iron Fist. But we know they will not send their best. So what are we doing about the immigrants?
Do you want to take this one, Oof?
Yeah, I got this one. So our great nation of Lordeaux does not need more immigrants. We don't need these people from Cold, these thieves, these RDMers, these spies from Cold coming in and taking all our welfare, all our diamonds. But that seems to be what the current ruling coalition wants, especially LLL. They want to give these hundreds or even thousands of immigrants all of our diamonds, all of our resources, everything. And this is right after we just had a QM heist. They want to weaken our nation, and they want to let in spies. It's disgusting, personally.
Yeah. So I think E.V.I.L has a very firm no immigration policy.
Yeah.
We do not want any of those filthy Lucentinians over here.
I think that's the most reasonable take you could have honestly said. I mean, it's unfortunate, dude. Lucentine, breathing down our necks, declaring war. I mean, it feels inevitable at this point and that there will be a clash. And honestly, it already kind of reminds me of the other times that I've, been at war with Fluixon. Skybase? This shit blows. Fuck this, dude. I'm just gonna log off and go to McDonald's. Back to me. All right. You were saying you had more on the topic?
Okay, yeah. So I just want to make it clear, like, if Lucentine does end up sending like 10,000, 50,000 immigrants over to Lordeaux, that's basically, I think E.V.I.L would consider that a declaration of war.
Yeah,
for sure. That's an invasion.
I mean,
right?
that is an invasion. We want to make it very clear. Unlike LLL, unlike Cav, we will not be accepting these filthy Lucentinian immigrants.
Absolutely. So, a recent coalition is formed under the cavalry government. Is it a coincidence that this coalition forms and immediately Lucentine goes on an offensive? Like, do you think they sense our current government isn't working hard enough to contain them and that a change is necessary?
Yeah, I mean, this current government is weak. And Lucentine saw that. They smelled weakness. They saw that this government just doesn't have what it takes. And they sent their goon and their spy to go steal stuff from the QM, and they succeeded. And that's what you're going to get if this government stays in power. More looting, more stealing, more citizens dying. Everything bad that could possibly happen is what's going to happen.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree on that. I think these are precarious times, truthfully. We know without a doubt that if Lucentine does pillage all of Cold, that the people that will try to flee Cold will not be the best. We know this. And a humanitarian crisis looms. Very curious to see if the current coalition has anything that they're able to offer in order to stop this. And if, honestly, maybe Lordeaux as a whole could see a better future, one with maybe more common sense candidates at the helm. Connor, Oof, thank you guys so much for joining me. Folks, that is going to be the gist of our show today. Thank you all so much for tuning in to Watch Box News, and we will see you at the end of the next session. Have a great rest of you guys' day. That's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, we actually have a very, very special interview here. We thought the show was over, but last second something came through our door, and sometimes things are just too hard to pass up, and we had to talk with this individual. And now this anonymous individual has some interesting information that they would like to share with us on the state of the world. Am I correct?
My name is Justice, and we successfully assassinated the leader of Valingrad, known as McMurphy.
We were told in Lordeaux, and we obviously were you hired by Lordeaux? Can you disclose this information, or are you working as some sort of third party?
I cannot confirm nor deny those allegations.
I see. And why did you feel like it was necessary to assassinate Buffy?
We declare war on every nation and expect no survivors.
Even
Triple Lion, Procrastination, and Will I Zombie.
Wow.
You are not safe.
Especially
Valingrad. We know you have a new leader, and you are not safe. We will find you.
I just want to point out, there were a lot of world leaders and influential people, as well as Will I Zombie just mentioned. Obviously, all of these people feeling very, very threatened at the current moment in time. Very, very interesting. What is your platform, Mr. Anonymous Person? Do you have something you care about, or are you just Team Chaos?
We are a group of anarchists ready to take over and dominate the world.
Very, very interesting. Well, I don't know if, Lordeaux will have anything to say about this. I can only assume that the good people over in Lordeaux, especially the members of the E.V.I.L party, are going to be just fine in dealing with the threat at hand. But naturally, of course, any threat to Lucentine is a friend of ours, and it seems like our good friend here with his very, very nice-looking, mustache and mask.
Galaxy, you are not safe. Either.
Well, that's very interesting, folks. Now, this is the type of journalism that you wouldn't be getting on any, average news. Lucentine Media, forget about it. I'm not safe, folks. And this has been a Box News special broadcast. Thank you all for tuning in.
Am I safe?